Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's Mark with GeorgeToon.com. I'm back with another Monday morning mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? Hang on. Boy, that's a great cup of coffee. 2 weeks in a row. Lavazza, thanks again to Alex Lopez. This is fabulous coffee, and it deserved a revisit. A week after we introduced it. Really terrific. Love this stuff. Lavazza, right there. Check it out. Really nice, bold flavor. Dark roast, 100% Arabica, finely ground. Just absolutely terrific. So I really enjoyed this coffee. And it is just really just a great cup of coffee. So just wanted to give that a go again this week. And thanks again to viewer Alex Lopez for sending it along. Really is very good. And my mug, hang on. Great cup of coffee. My mug, I haven't used this one in a while. This is my National Cartoonist Society mug. Yeah, founded in 1946. There's the logo right there. Yeah, NCS, that's the Inkwell and Pen and Brush logo. Yeah, I've had this thing forever. I hope that they are selling some new coffee mugs. I got to check their website and see if they're selling some new coffee mugs. I'll link to their website too, where you can visit all the great cartoonists of the National Cartoonist Society up there. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. Hang on 1 minute. Fantastic. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee. With me this morning. Hey, if you're taking me along on your morning commute, thanks very much for the lift. I really do appreciate it. Did you have a shave this morning? You know, I should really tell you every once in a while what I use before cameras rolled. I will this time around. I ed the Carve Overlander with a platinum strangelet blade from Phoenix Shaving. Wow, this is fabulous razor. Thank you again, Fernie Beck. Wow, very generous, terrific razor, solid brass, precisely machined, CNC machined, absolutely beautiful, mild, efficient. The base plate and the cap fit together like a hand in glove. This really is a fabulous razor, and I love the handle. It just has that kind of like old vintage kind of vibe going on. Yeah, lifetime razor right there. Absolutely fantastic. And of course, don't forget the stand. That is also a really nice touch. Yeah, fantastic razor. And the shave soap we used this morning, Tokyo Rose from Phoenix Shaving. Yeah, I don't have it fully capped. You can see I used it. I don't have it fully capped because I want it to dry out because I did a face lather. Yeah, this is a marvelous scent. Absolutely fantastic. And of course, it's CK6. Right there. Yeah, so check those out. Check them out, and also the after shaving cologne right there. Boy, really, it's a fantastic scent. I've reviewed it already, and I've used it also. Did I use it in another video? I may have used it in another video. I can't remember. I used it this morning, so you know it's good. It really is very good. So I like it a lot. So yeah. Great shave. Hope you had a great shave. Hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. We've got a great show. We've got a brand new segment that we're debuting. Thanks to John Meyer. It was inspired by viewer Charles K. We'll get to all that. I'm really excited about that. But before we get to that, let's kick it off like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. Okay, this morning's shaving tip comes from viewer Stephen Garnett. And boy, he's got a bunch of stuff crammed into this shaving tip. So really exciting to share this one. He writes, first is a product suggestion. If you like using witch hazel or maybe thinking about trying it for your post-shave, then I suggest trying Quinn's Witch Hazel. I have both the pink grapefruit with orange rind and the cucumber mint. They both have a wonderful scent and will leave your skin feeling smooth, far more superior to Thayer's in my opinion. So my tip is, after you shave and put on your Quinn's and aftershave, try using some talcum powder. It cools and softens the skin after a shave, helps prevent rashes and bumps while soothing irritation and leaving your skin feeling silky smooth. And if you live in a high humidity climate as I do, it will help absorb moisture and oils from your skin to help keep skin dry. I sprinkle some Clubman Pinot on my Yaki synthetic to apply it to my face and neck. Love that old school barber smell Clubman provides. On a side note, if you have problems with chafing, you can rub some between your thighs. Hope this will be helpful for someone. Thanks, Mark, and stay blessed. Your friend, Steve. Hey, Steve, thanks very much for this tip. I'm intrigued now. I've never used talc post-shave, but I suspect that a lot of wet shavers in the viewing audience really use talc to wrap up their shave. And if you do, comment below and let us know. But Clubman Pinot is a very good talc from what I understand, and I will link to the product. I also went up to Phoenix Shaving, and they have some talc up there too. As a matter of fact, the one I came across was Diver Down aftershave talc. Yeah, I love this. This was their homage to Seaforth Spiced. Fantastic, fantastic scent. So their talc has this scent and is also a little bit mentholated too. So it gives you a little extra cooling there also. I'm not sure if the Pinot Clubman talc is mentholated or not. But yeah, another great option. So you might want to visit Phoenix Shaving and see what they also have in various talcs. The nice thing about the talc in Diver Down, not only can I use it for Diver Down, but I can also use it for the Spearhead Seaforth Spice, because both of these are an homage to the Seaforth Spiced scent. Couple of different approaches, but yeah, they're similar in some ways. As I've often said, this one comes right up to you and shakes your hand and says, "How you doing?" And this one kind of comes from behind, taps you on the shoulder and says, "Hello." That's kind of the difference between the two of them. Both very, very good. Both make great lathers. This one is CK6. So there you go for your post-shave talc. Yeah, something I have never used. And also the tip about sprinkling into your shaving brush and applying it that way. Yeah, another kind of tip within a tip. Thanks very much for that, Steve. Really do appreciate it. I told you, it was just kind of, you got like 3 different tips within this main tip. So that's absolutely great. So Steve, to say thank you, for you and only you, an original signed George sketch. So please email me your snail mail address at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and I will send this to you post haste. And if you out there would like an original signed George sketch, just email me a shaving tip. Email that tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use it on the morning shaving tip segment, you too will get an original signed George sketch. So thanks again for the shaving tip this morning, Stephen. Really, really do appreciate it. Okay, we have an extra shaving tip this morning from viewer Stan Chapman. And he writes, "Hey Mark, still enjoy watching your videos, especially Monday morning mailbag for the new product section and other viewers' ideas and suggestions. Of course, your opinion also counts." He's got a smiley after that. Well, thanks very much for that, Stan. Really appreciate it. And allow me to say again, this channel, this program, is all due to the viewers' contributions. The viewers make this show. They make this channel. They offer and contribute some great, great content and suggestions and recommendations. So thank you all again very, very much for participating and for sending in such great, great content. I really do appreciate it. So thank you. Absolutely, the viewers make this channel. They make this show. The best viewers on YouTube. Absolutely. He continues, "Have heard you talk about the PAA alum block with rubber band many times." Well, that would be this one right here. Phoenix Shaving alum block, the no-slip grip, and the dry dock system. It's a good idea, but I don't have one, nor does my produce come with those rubber bands you have shown. You know what? Interesting you should mention that, because viewer Charlie Wise also said that his produce in his neck of the woods does not come wrapped with those rubber bands. Now, I got some of those rubber bands from viewer Mike H. Thank you again, Mike. And here is one right here. And I've got it around this Ozma alum block, and it works very, very well. And of course, it's a smaller band, and it just seems to fit on here very, very nicely. Where the band from the Phoenix Shaving Alum Block would be probably a little too large. Of course, you can see the difference in size between these two blocks, which is why I prefer the Phoenix Shaving Alum Block, because this has more surface area and more coverage, which is what I like. Although, this is very, very good too. So he continues. However, he says here, nor does my produce come with those other rubber bands you have shown. However, the attached picture does show what I do with just a common office rubber band we all have or can find easily. For reference, the block measures 2.5 inches long, 1.5 inches wide, and 7/8 of an inch deep. I keep it in one of those plastic bowls, and the purple you see under the block is a small perforated piece of plastic similar to the dry dock system PAA has. When the block wears down to about 1 inch, I then move the rubber band to the new narrow end and keep using the alum block. Wish I had taken a picture of my last alum block before I threw it away, as it was about the size of an almond. Also, rubber bands can be used on stick razor handles if you don't want to use alum. Oh, I'm sorry, not stick, slick. Also, rubber bands can be used on slick razor handles if you don't want to use alum. I also saw a picture of a guy who used electrical shrink wrap on his razor handle for a better grip. You know the old saying, poor boys have poor ways. Stan Chapman. P.S. I already have a George sketch, so don't need another one. Thanks. Well, thank you very much for that extra shaving tip, Stan. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, just a common, ordinary office rubber band like this. You can buy a bag of these. I'll link to a bag. As a matter of fact, I was looking at these just recently up on Amazon. Anywhere from $6 to $10, depending on the make and the number of rubber bands in the bag, that sort of thing. So I'll link to one of those if you're interested in Stan's method of using this kind of rubber band on an alum block. Thanks very much for that extra shaving tip, Stan. Really, really do appreciate it, and thank you for the kind words. Thank you so much. Okay, we got some shave den photos this week. This comes from Vincent C. Hi, Mark. I'd like to share a little something I made with scraps of walnut, maple, and African blackwood for my shave den. I had these scraps of wood because during the pandemic, I took up woodworking as a hobby. It took about an hour to make, even with my shoddy carpentry skills. I had been wondering if I could create something useful in displaying my brushes and most used razors. It turned out minimalistic, however. I was inspired to take on the task a few Monday morning mailbags ago when another viewer made a shelf out of an old wooden crate. Apologies for not remembering the mentioned viewer's name. I think that was Tim Whitkip, if I recall. I happened to see in my notes a couple of projects that Tim did with some crating that he purchased or had laying around. So I think it was Tim Whitkip. If I'm incorrect on that and the viewer remembers something else, please comment below, let us know. But that is really wonderful. Minimalistic carpentry skills. That's beautiful. That's absolutely gorgeous. Thanks for sending along the pictures. That is absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for sending that along, Vincent. Absolutely terrific. George Haven sent along some pictures of his shaving den. And he says, hi, Mark. I promised to show some shave den pictures after I got the shave tip drawing framed. Thanks again. Wow, thank you very much for framing it up, George. I really do appreciate it. It's very, very nice of you. I'm very flattered. Thank you so much. The picture under the bathroom sink stores a lot of soaps, aftershaves, and balms. I purchased an ATB 2-tier expandable, adjustable, under sink shelf storage unit. And for the bookcase photo, I used an M Design adjustable, expandable, clear plastic spice rack. I like that one. That one looks really neat. The white plastic bins under the bathroom sink are from IKEA. Congratulations again on 8,000 subscribers. Let's get you to 10,000. Hey, thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. Thanks again for all you do for our wet shaving community. And oh, by the way, I'll be 75 in a few months. Yeah, old guys. George Haven, hey, happy birthday to you. Really wishing you a happy 75. Good for you. Let us know when it's coming in a couple of months. Is that what you said? I'll be 75 in a few months. Yeah, hey, let us know when that rolls around, George. Really do wish you a happy early birthday. So thanks again for the Shave Den photos to George and Vincent. The Shave Den photos from George and Vincent. Really do appreciate it, gentlemen. Thanks so much. Well, George mentioned the 8,000 subscribers, and this Friday is a deadline for the giveaway. So I'll link the video, get up there, take a look at the video, subscribe to the channel, comment below the video, and you'll be entered. Again, the contest is open to everybody worldwide. It doesn't matter where you live, you can enter. If you win, we will ship the prize to you, provided you have a legitimate address that delivery services can get to. And I'm sure you do. I mean, I'm sure, come on, who doesn't have if you got a legitimate address, you'll get there. Don't worry. If you're getting mail, this will get to you as well, is what I'm saying. So it doesn't matter where you are around the world. You know what? It's open to everybody around the world is what I'm saying. So really, I'll link it below. Please get up there. This Friday is the deadline, sometime on Friday, depending on when I get everything, when I clear the deck and sit down and actually pick the winning name. So it could be at 6 o'clock in the evening, 8 o'clock in the evening, could be 11 o'clock in the evening, depending on on how my schedule is. But Friday is the deadline. So make sure you get up there before Friday to enter. Just look at the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below that video. All right. There's your 8,000 subscriber giveaway video update. George, thanks very much for jogging my memory about that. I really do appreciate it. Also, another quick reminder about the Ohio Wet Shavers Meetup on Saturday, October 15th from 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. in Columbus, Ohio. I'll have a link to where you can get tickets and all the details. So I just wanted to give you that update as well. Okay, as promised, new segment time. Yeah, now this was inspired by viewer Charles K. As you may recall in a previous Monday morning mailbag, he sent in a picture of a shaving brush that he inherited from his late brother-in-law. And he didn't know the make, he didn't know what year it was from, although he kind of had a ballpark estimate as to when it may have been made, 1950s, 1960s, that sort of thing. But he submitted the photo and asked me to feature it on Monday Morning Mailbag to see if anybody in the audience could help identify the brush. Well, viewer John Meyer suggested, hey, how about having a segment from time to time where viewers can send in photos of their shaving gear that they cannot identify, and then maybe the viewers in the audience can help identify it. And I thought, wow, that's an absolutely great idea. So we are kicking it off right now this week, a brand new segment, and we're calling it, What in the World Is This? Okay, did you like that opening? I really had a lot of fun putting it together, and hope it was eye-catching and inspiring, and hope it kind of engaged you and looking forward to this segment. Actually, we're kicking off the segment from something from John Meyer himself. So thanks very much for contributing the kickoff to this segment, John. Well, technically, this is the second submission. The first one is really from Charles K., who inspired this segment, but this is the first submission with the logo and the graphics and that sort of thing. So anyhow, John writes, thanks for considering my suggestion for the Monday morning mailbag. I have a razor that I purchased from Etsy. It looked like a Gillette razor, but it has no markings on it. From what I was told, many of the foreign Gillette plants often did this. I bought it from a seller in Bulgaria. It is a very good shaving razor, much like a Gillette red tip flare razor of the mid-50s. With the tremendous audience that you have, surely someone recognizes it. Thanks, John Meyer. He also mentioned that there is another razor, a similar razor, one that looks like his, that is also for sale on Etsy from the same seller. That seller is Outlived Memories on Etsy. I will link to that razor. Hopefully by the time this airs, it'll still be available so you can kind of get a look at it. Maybe you can even, maybe even consider purchasing, that sort of thing. So here's the photo of the razor. Looks like a Gillette razor of some kind. If you have any information or can help John identify it, please comment below and let us know. And if you also have a razor or a brush or a piece of shaving gear that you would like help in identifying, please just send those pictures and a little background information to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and we'll use it in the What in the World is this segment. Thanks again for a great idea, John. Thank you again to Charles K. for kind of kicking it off. We really do appreciate it, gentlemen. What do you know? Coffee's getting low. That time of the show. Let's go back for a refill. Okay, I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. Boy, oh boy, we've had a great show so far, haven't we? A lot of great stuff. So thanks to everyone who's contributed thus far. Thank you so very, very much. Got some great topics in this morning's refill. We're going to kick it off with something from Bri57, who writes, Mark, once again, a great M3B. I like the shorthand for that. Monday morning mailbag. Love the idea on how to dry a Rex razor. Currently, my Rex Ambassador hangs from a stand. After each shave, I remove the blade, clean and dry the razor, and replace the top cap slightly offset to ensure a complete air dry. After seeing your video, I might just pull the trigger on a Rex stand. Have a great day, sir. Well, this was the tip that Jimmy V Photography offered us, because he has the Ambassador razor, he has the Council XL, and the Council, regular Council, and of course, these are two-piece razors, and his suggestion was, do not tighten down the cap to the base plate. Just let that sit in there loosely like that, okay? I'll show it to you again. And then get the stand and just set that on the stand, and it pops the head up like that so that it'll air dry. How about that? That's a fantastic, fantastic tip. So thank you again, Jimmy V. 2 weeks in a row. Yeah, a very, very good tip. And so for the Ambassador and the Council. And someone also mentioned to me that I was mispronouncing the name of this razor, the slant adjustable razor. I was saying Council. I was emphasizing the SUL. My apologies, it's Council. So I have to remember to pronounce it that way. But yeah, fantastic tip from Jimmy V. And I got to be really careful holding that stand over my keyboard, because this thing is really, really very heavy. It is very, very solid. It's a wonderful stand for the Council and Ambassador razor, no doubt. And also the Rex Envoy, I assume will work with that as well. I believe it does. I used it, and it works really, really well. So thanks again for that, Bri57. Steve Garnett said, I bought 2 gold dollar straight razors, about $4. With shipping was only $18. This is in reference to Frank's shaving clearance that Rodney Riplinger alerted us to. So thanks again, Rodney, for that. And as I say, I think I put out the word a little too late. There were a lot of shaving brushes for sale, and I think that maybe by the time the show aired, the shaving brushes were sold out, but there were other items there on clearance, and Steve happened to get a couple of straight razors at a very, very good price. And he continues, thanks for the intel, Rodney. Brushes were sold out. We appreciate you too, buddy. Absolutely. Rodney, thank you very, very much again for the heads up on this and all the other great stuff that you've contributed to the show. Really, really do appreciate it. He goes on to say, I really enjoy the Monday morning mailbag. Always great content, segmented out nicely, and most importantly, a great host and personality. Thanks very much. That's very nice. But again, viewers make this show. Absolutely. Viewers like Rodney and Mark Bagwell and Beth Jones and so many, Fernie Back and so many others. I mean, Alex Lopez, thank you again, Alex. I mean, just really, really, it's great. I'm Tim Whitcup. I'm just, I'm going to have to recognize all of them, down the road somehow. I'm going to work on that. And he says, keep up the good work, Mark, and stay blessed, my friend. Thanks very much for that, Steve. Really do appreciate that. Ken Frederick checked in. He said, great show, Mark. Lavazza coffee, right there. Lavazza coffee is an old favorite of mine. Try their Tierra Organic, a medium roast, whole bean, and the Gran Selezione ground, which is a dark roast. Both are great. Cheers. Well, yeah, that's another reason why I'm using Lavazza this week, because of Ken's comment. And I thought, yeah, his comment, I should use the coffee again and hold it up so everyone becomes a little more familiar with it. I've never heard of it. Alex Lopez sent it in. Thank you again, Alex. Really do appreciate it. And it is a wonderful, wonderful cup of coffee. Fantastic. So thanks very much for that, Ken. Really do appreciate it. Hey, Jimmy V checked in. Hi, Mark. I'm the one who said that about the alum block makes everything tacky except itself. It does make my fingers tacky when grabbing anything else, like skin or a razor, but the block itself seems to be immune from its own stickiness. Yeah, I was wondering who mentioned that an alum block makes everything sticky except itself, which is why we put the rubber band around the edges to kind of keep everything in place. So it was Jimmy V who mentioned that. Thanks very much for identifying yourself on that, Jimmy. It really is a really kind of it's a neat observation is what I'm trying to say. A really neat observation. A little bit of irony there, isn't that? I mean, it makes everything sticky except itself. It slips out of your hand, which is why we need the band there. So yeah, thanks very much. Thanks very much for contributing that, Jimmy, and letting us know that you were the one who mentioned that. Really do appreciate it. Del Toro Fernando wrote, "Hi, Mark. My experience with the alum block is that it excessively dries the skin and causes skin irritation. I also only use it to treat nicks and weepers. I don't use it to check my shaves anymore." Again, an alum block is a your mileage may vary kind of thing. It was a game changer for me. And if you see my shave reviews, I run it under cold water, I apply it, I leave it on, I show you my shaving brush, show you the lather, and after about 30 or 40 seconds, then I hit my face with some aftershave splash, and I am none worse for the wear. Your mileage may vary. Your skin might react a little differently. It might dry out a little more excessive. It might dry out a little more. I understand that. But if it works for you, just to take care of nicks and weepers, hey, that's fine also. As another viewer once said, your face, your rules. Whatever works for you, just go with that. So I really do appreciate you contributing that, though, because you know what? It'll be a tip to others out there who are thinking about using an alum block. So you might want to try it both ways, or three different ways. Apply it, leave it on, hit some aftershave splash, see how that works. Apply it, rinse it off, apply your aftershave splash, or just use it for spot treatment. So there are three different approaches you can use. So Del Toro Fernando, thank you very much for that. Really do appreciate it. Andrew Hill checked in. Very enjoyable Monday morning mailbag. In regards to Sur Hair Soap, yeah, we talked about Sur Hair Soap last week. It was one of the first I purchased when I got into wet shaving. Very nice soap, very slick, and I enjoyed, as always, all the suggestions that are talked about. Have a great week. Thanks very much for confirming Sur Hair Soap, Andrew. Really do appreciate it. Jamie Horn also commented on Sur Hair, and he said, yes, Sur Hair is a grand shaving soap. I have loved it about 2 years now. Thanks very much for that, Jamie. Another vote for Sur Hair shaving soap. I'm going to have to try it. I'm going to wait for some Amazon points and then put it in my cart and then try it out and review it. I have some other soaps that I also have to review. And you know what? That one will be in line for the reviews. Again, great content and great suggestions from all the viewers out there. Thank you very much, folks. Really do appreciate it. T-Man2217 wrote, you are correct, sir. I did mean Barbasol 1919. Well, in his comment in a previous Monday morning mailbag, he was talking about different shave creams for pre-shaves and for shaving, and he mentioned the Gillette. I think he said Gillette 1919. Well, it was Barbasol 1919. Guess I was thinking Gillette for some reason. Anyways, thanks for the shout out and for fixing my little mix-up. Great show this morning. Covered a lot of good stuff. I have been wondering, though, which razor do you prefer, the Blackland Era or the Ascension from Phoenix Shaving? I ask this because I have yet to try the Era, though it's on my list, but I have been using my Ascension a lot lately, and that is a darn good razor. You know what? Both of them are really, really very, very good. Although I think the era with the number 4 plate has really opened up more possibilities for the use of this razor for me. The number 3 plate was mild and required more of a finesse shave, and I enjoyed that shave. It was 3 passes and a touch-up with the number 3 plate, and again, I enjoyed it. You know, you just kind of get in there. You know, you lather up and you're just really kind of just taking your time and just kind of using the mild quality of the razor to your advantage. And it really did a great job. The number 4 plate really upped the efficiency of it to where it falls in the category of a lot of my other razors where I could do 2 passes, maybe 3 passes very, very comfortably, and I'm done. Whereas the number 3 plate for the era, again, was a little more involved, a little more finesse, paying a little more attention to the shave. And frankly, that's great for Sunday mornings, especially when you want to stay on the very mild side. Number 3 plate on the Blackland era will give me that kind of shave. The Ascension razor, I love this razor. I love the twist adjustability of it. I have the three versions of this: the copper, the stainless steel, and the original standard, which is a stainless steel handle and a zinc-plated head. Boy, I love these razors. I love the twist adjustability of it. I love being able just to open it up, twist it open a little bit, and then open up that blade gap to increase the efficiency of it. Love the double open comb. Love everything about this. I especially like the copper version because you can heat this under some hot water and then just give it a quick swirl in the warm water of the sink. And now you've got a heated razor, and it will give you a warm shave. So not only will you have a nice warm lather if you're, say, using a scuttle, give you a warm lather, now you have a really, really nice heated razor to shave with. Love that. Absolutely love that. Conversely, I hope that's the right word. Conversely, on the opposite end is the fact that because it's copper, when you run this under some cold water, it really cools down. So if you're doing a cold razor shave, boy, this is the one to use for a cold razor shave. That copper just cools down immensely. So that's also a wonderful, wonderful shave as well. So you have both qualities there for a heated razor and a very, very cold razor. So I like it a lot. I like the twist adjustability. I like them both, but I think the number 4 plate has really opened up the razor to me to where I'll be using it more with the number 4 plate. Really like it. I like the design. I like the weight. I like the heft. I like the handle. I like the fact that it's 3D printed stainless steel and CNC machined. Absolutely amazing technology, and it came in at a really, really nice price point as well. And thank you very much to a viewer, Alex Lopez, again, for sending the coffee and sending the number 4 plate. Alex, thanks very much. Again, it has kind of reintroduced the razor to me so that I now want to get a number 3 open comb plate, possibly a number 5 plate, that sort of thing, and see how, and maybe a number 4 open comb plate, and see how those shaves go. Again, terrific razor. Love the system. Love all the available plates that they have for it, and again, a really, really nice price point. Difficult to compare the two to say, one is better than the other because this is twist adjustable and this is throwing on different plates, much like the Rockwell 6S. Both great razors, absolutely great. So very, 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 very nice razors. Like them both, really do. Love them both. Robert Fagan checked in. Hi, Mark. Fantastic Monday morning mailbag as usual. Just a thought in regards to the Omega alum stick. Maybe when I'm putting it under the cold tap, I should be holding it down so less water goes into the base, which could be what causes it to get smaller a lot faster than usual for me. I was just holding it under the cold running water. And then he goes on to say, hopefully you can see in the attached photo that this is what I mean when I say it has sharp, jagged edges. Best regards, Robert Fagan. Yeah, Robert was talking about the Omega alum stick here and, wearing down much more quickly. So he's trying to think about maybe, his use is causing that. I'm not sure. I use this, for weekend getaways. I'm not using it regularly or as regularly as you might be using it. However, a couple of things right here. I just noticed I had some kind of a buildup right here. See that buildup right there on the base? I'm holding it upside down so you can see it in the lighting. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Does yours happen to have that? I'm not sure. That just might be a little bit of remnant that maybe we'll just slough off. I'm not sure about that. But the other good thing is that you don't need a rubber band. I mean, you just hold it by the base here, and you can run it around. The one, I don't know if it's a downside, but of course the tip doesn't give you the surface area that, say, a regular alum block will give you. So you're going to have to, kind of run it around your face a little more than, say, a larger alum block. But as we've heard, some viewers will not use an alum block completely, but they will use it for pinpointing little nicks, little weepers, that sort of thing. So this might be more effective in that you can pinpoint that just with the tip of this. So that's kind of a big plus there too. So if you're someone who wants to use an alum block just to pinpoint a weeper or a micro nick or a small nick, hey, consider the Omega alum stick right here. And of course, it's great for travel because it's got this great lid right here that screws on. So yeah, I like this a lot as an alum product. I'll have a link to this as well below. So Robert, thanks very much for the photo and thanks very much for the comment. And you know what, we'll put it out to the viewers. Maybe some of the viewers can offer some suggestions about that too. Gary Lewis wrote, great review, Mark. I got to beta test this razor. He's talking about the Council razor. He got to beta test this razor right here. It is an engineering marvel and shaves like a dream. I agree. I'm going to go ahead and close this up so it doesn't rattle around. It's blade neutral, which I really like. The Ambassador and Envoy were a little too blade forward for me, but they changed the head geometry on this to make it neutral. But the slant adds the efficiency back in without the harshness of the blade feel. It is such a great razor in my humble opinion. Matt and the crew at Razor Emporium hit this one out of the park. Always enjoy your videos and reviews. Gary, I agree with you 100%. This is an absolute home run. Love this razor. Love, love, love this razor. I can't say enough good things about it. I just did a comparison review of this razor versus the T2, the Rockwell T2. Boy, this razor really, really very, very smooth. I won't give you, I should say, no spoilers here. Let me say, this is really, really a smooth razor. Slants really kind of changed the game. If you've not used the slant, check out the Parker semi-slant. Check out the Icon X3. It's a very mild yet efficient slant. Boy, is that a great slant. And I know that Merkur and Mula, I believe, both make slants. I think, if I'm wrong, please correct me below. But yeah, slants are really, really great. And again, I love the Parker semi-slant and the Icon X3. Those are the other slants that I have in my razor collection. But an adjustable slant, one of a kind, the only one in the world, made in the USA by Rex Supply Company. Kudos to Matt Pisarcik and his crew for really delivering a wonderful, wonderful lifetime adjustable razor. Marine grade stainless steel is what it's made from. Absolutely fantastic. Really, just really a great razor. And I'm trying to edit the comparison review between those two razors, and hopefully I'll get that done. Hopefully this week, if not this week, next week. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that was interesting. And that also was suggested by viewers. So thank you very much, folks, for that suggestion to compare those two razors. And that's it for this week's refill. Wow, some great comments. Thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, that time of the show, let's check out some new shaving gear. Viewer Bob LaRoe checked in, and he wrote, Mark, I tried Catie's Bubbles from my home state of New Jersey. Plus, I've sailed at Barnegat Bay. Very spicy and the scent lingers. Good slickness also. Thought you'd want to know. Bob, thanks very much for mentioning Catie's Bubbles. A lot of viewers have talked about it. I've never tried it, but a lot of viewers, a lot of wet shavers out there absolutely love Catie's Bubbles. So thank you for confirming the scent and the slickness and that sort of thing. Really, really do appreciate it. Want to make everyone aware of it. So thank you for making everyone aware of it. And I'll have a link to Catie's Bubbles if you're interested in trying another artisan soap maker that maybe has not been discussed on the channel. So thank you very much for this, Bob. Again, I've never tried it. Would love to try it. Probably will try it and review it down the road. Have heard nothing but great things about Catie's Bubbles. And for those of you who might be wondering about Barnegat Bay, Barnegat Bay is a small brackish arm of the Atlantic Ocean, approximately 42 miles long at 68 kilometers, along the coast of Ocean County, New Jersey in the United States. It is separated from the Atlantic by the Long Island Beach State Park, colloquially called a barrier island. So there you go about Barnegat Bay. That's from Wikipedia. I want to credit those folks with that description of it. Barnegat Bay. Bob likes it from his home state of New Jersey. From his home state of New Jersey. So thanks again, Bob. Really do appreciate it. This email comes from viewer Victor Pessoa from Brazil. And he was writing in regards to some of the wet shaving gear that he uses in Brazil that are from Brazil. And I thought this was great to showcase some of the products from that part of the world. A lot of viewers want me to talk a little bit more about European shave soaps, that sort of thing. And I'm happy to do it. And Victor is from Brazil and wanted to share some of the shaving products that he uses in Brazil. It reminded me that a viewer named Miguel Montesino sent this along from South America. Flanio Aftershave. This is a product of Chile. This is wonderful. So yeah, South America offers some really, really terrific products. And here are some things from Brazil. Victor writes, hello there, Mark. Here I have some Brazilian products. 1, 2 shaving creams from Bazzano, one with menthol, the green one, and the other with aloe. 2, a blade that was hidden in my father's things. It's a Gillette Platinum Blue, but made here in Brazil. Very, very good. He only has 3 left. My set is an alum liquid and a shaving brush from Plisson. Leactane is what he calls it. He talked about this alum liquid. That's a wonderful product. I'm really, really intrigued by that. Victor, thank you for sending along that photograph. Really want to get some more information about that. And I'm sure because we've been talking about alum blocks, that sort of thing, boy, I'm sure that would be of great interest to a lot of viewers here. A liquid alum. That's fantastic. Last but not least, the after shaving gel from Dr. Jones and Palmandaya, one of my favorite shaving creams here in Brazil. It has a little bit of menthol and coconut, he writes. Wow, that would be wonderful to try. The Palmandaya. Would love to try that. So something to look for on the world market for wet shaving, some wet shaving products from Brazil. Again, don't forget Flanio from Chile. I have yet to find this stateside. Thanks again to Miguel Montesino for sending this along. Again, another wonderful scent. Would love to explore some more products available from the South American area. Brazil, Chile, Argentina, that sort of thing. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much for sending that along, Victor. Really, really do appreciate it. Oh, he also adds, thanks a lot for your attention and interest in these products. Have a nice day. Congratulations for the videos that you make. I'm already a big fan. Well, thank you very much again, Victor. And again, thank you very, very much for sharing the products, the wet shaving products that are available in Brazil. Something else for wet shavers here in the States, Canada, around the world to look for. Thanks again, Victor. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Tim Whitcup sent along this heads up. He said, wow, this is the lowest price I've seen on this razor. Yeah, the Vikings Blade Meiji adjustable razor. It's on sale for $46.97. Yeah, I don't think I've seen it that low either. An absolutely fantastic, fantastic razor. Absolutely love this adjustable razor from Vikings Blade. Boy, this is built like a little tank. It looks great. delivers a wonderful, wonderful shave. Adjustable from 1 to 9, fluid and continuous adjustment dial there. It just is, twist open, just a really, really terrific, terrific razor. Also, I wanted to note this little note that they have on their product page now. For aesthetic reasons, razors made in 2020 had 2 symmetrical burrs in the head to create a bowing blade appearance. It was sometimes misunderstood, and we have since restored the traditional straight blade look. So just so you know, in case you were wondering about that or were hesitant about buying it because you heard about the bowed blade, they've gone back to a straight blade look. So there it is right there, the Meiji, Emperor Meiji adjustable razor from Vikings Blade, on sale, $46.97. Hopefully, by the time this airs, it will still be on sale. That's what I'm hoping for. So I will provide a link below if you're interested in getting one of these. It really is a wonderful, wonderful razor. It delivers a fantastic shave. And again, love it as one of my favorite adjustable razors from the folks at Vikings Blade. Absolutely fantastic. So thanks to Tim Whitcup for passing that along. The Emperor Meiji adjustable razor from Vikings Blade, on sale right now, $46.97. Not sure how long that sale is going to last. If it's still on sale, the day that this airs, and you're interested in one, I would say get up there and get it before that sale disappears. Thanks again, Tim. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Beth Jones checked in, and she said, good Monday morning, Mark. Lots of great tips and new shaving gear. With regard to Cremo, there are 2 new fragrances for lady wet shavers, Vanilla Orchid and Jasmine Tuberose. I have used both, and the fragrances are just wonderful. So nice to see more products for we women. Have a nice rest of the week, Mark. Hey, Beth, thank you very much for pointing this out to the lady wet shavers out there. Cremo, 2 new scents out there. Yeah, they have some great, great products. A lot of wet shavers use the Cremo products as pre-shave or use it for a quick shave. Very, very, very good products. And yeah, it's nice that they have included lady wet shavers in their line of fragrances that they offer and scents that they offer. So Vanilla Orchid and Jasmine Tuberose, I will link to those below. So thanks very much for that, Beth. Really, really do appreciate it. Viewer Rodney Ripplinger checked in, and he is informing us about Bare Coconut Lime Moisturizing Shave Oil. And he writes, I bought some of this shave oil at Walmart last weekend. It was a shot in the dark that I thought I'd try. It wasn't until I visited the Tree Hut Shea website that I found out it's a product marketed primarily to women. But I can tell you it works great as a pre-shave. It gives you tremendous glide, much more than with any shaving soap alone. My first 2 shaves were with mild razors, and I think I got near BBS shaves using this. Very smooth and comfortable too. It is originally designed to be used without any shaving cream or soap. It is a replacement for a shaving cream. A little of this as a pre-shave together with a shaving soap lather, and wow! It has a nice coconut lime fragrance with a number of moisturizing oils, also shea butters in it. See the ingredient list below. It is a product that is clear in color and rather thick and not runny in consistency. Not oily either. On the website, it says it's available at both Walmart and Ultra Beauty. Hey, thanks very much for that, Rodney. Really do appreciate that. He also continues here, the product doesn't seem to have any coconut or lime in it except for the strong scent profile, but it does work well, at least for that crucial first pass. If it continues to work well, I may have to start shaving my legs. Kidding. Kidding. Okay. Yeah. You know what? It's funny you should mention that though, because when I was in high school, I was not a member of the swim team, but I knew a lot of guys. I've had a lot of friends who were members of the swim team. At summer, they were lifeguarding, and I would hang out the pool and that sort of thing. And I know that when they were swimming competitively, that they shaved their entire bodies to reduce drag and resistance in the water. They felt that it helped. So when they were competing in swimming, They made sure to shave their entire body in order to, gain a few extra seconds on their times, that sort of thing. So yeah, maybe this product would have helped them back then. Who knows? Thanks very much for that, Rodney. Really, really do appreciate it. Viewer Rodney Ripplinger checks in again regarding Nivea shave sticks. And he writes, "Hello, Mark. First, I'd like to say that I am no expert at using a shave stick. I have two of them, an Arco and a La Toja, and now 2 Nivea shave sticks. Up until now, I have only used the shave stick a few times, but I will say this. The Nivea stick works as well, or I dare say, a bit better than the other two. The Nivea is easy to lather and produces enough lather to do a 4+ pass shave. I didn't have to apply any more soap from the stick. I may have used a bit more soap in the face lather than was needed. At the time, it didn't seem as though I had applied more than I had seen other wet shavers use. During the first pass, I should have used a bit more water as I had a bit of trouble with the razor clogging up with lather. I'm happy I bought the first Nivea stick, and I'm glad I was able to get a second one. I think they work quite well. Rodney." And he also adds here, "Here's what I use to perform my shave. Nivea Body Shaving Stick Soap, a Progress Razor, settings 4, 3, 2, and 1, then a BBS shave result. He used an RK chromium blade, 0 uses, and no pre-shave." Wow. Well, he was impressed enough to go back and get a second one. And yeah, I think there's probably a little bit of a few more shaves. You'll have that figured out, that water to soap ratio figured out. But it sounds like it's a fantastic shaving stick. And if you're saying that it works a little bit better than Arco or La Toja, I have both Arco and La Toja. And Arco makes heaps and heaps of lather. It sounds like Nivea. Wow, that sounds absolutely great. I'm going to find a link for it below, folks. I'm going to find a link for it, folks, and link it below. Really, Rodney, thanks very much for the heads up on this. Never knew Nivea made a shave stick. Really great to hear. Thank you so much for informing us all on this. Really do appreciate it. That's great. Another option in shaving sticks from Nivea. The Nivea, what he calls the Nivea, well, what it's called, Nivea Body Shaving Stick Soap. So thanks again, Rodney. Really, really do appreciate it. Jim from Northfield checked in with a couple of items. He says, "Hey, Mark, I thought I would share these photos for your viewers of my latest finds from some antique stores. Vintage Williams mug soap. I only paid $2 for the one on the right and $5 for the other. They go from anywhere from $15 to $30 per puck on eBay. The razors are in great condition. The Fat Boy, get this, is in mint condition. It doesn't even look like it was used much. The Gillette Super 84 adjustable just happens to be my birth year and a quarter. Just goes to show you, right place, right time. Jim." Wow, those are absolutely wonderful, Jim. I also have an antique or a vintage puck of Williams shave soap that I bought from an antique store. I think I got this for $4, something like that, 4 1/4, something like that. I can't remember. Under $5, I believe. I have yet to use it. And also, Williams has been discontinued. So what used to be a buck or two for a puck like this is now, my gosh, they're going for $10, $15, $20. That's kind of crazy. You know what? I'm going to have to start using this again. But again, we've talked about some of the other alternatives out there that are affordable that can be used as a substitute to Williams. But you know what? If you're going to pay $5, $10 for this one, hey, maybe, get one that's vintage, because my understanding is this vintage Williams mug puck is better. The formula is better. It's the original formula, and it is much, much better. That's what some wet shavers have said. This newer one, the recipe was changed, and a lot of wet shavers who were familiar with this one from years ago say that the new one really doesn't stack up. So, you know what? I'll leave it to you which one to get if you come across it. But yeah, if you can come across these for a buck or two, snap them up because they're no longer made. And if you can get one of these for a couple of bucks, $4 like Jim did, yeah, it's worth investigating. It's worth trying out to see what all the what the romance with this soap was years ago, because wet shavers who have used this years and years ago say this was a really wonderful, wonderful shaving soap. So thanks very much for that, Jim. Really do appreciate it. He also adds, I almost forgot to mention, Dollar Tree has these new pegboard shelves. They are perfect for storage of your soap, aftershaves, razors, blades, etc. Plus, you can adjust the shelves at any time to accommodate your gear. You get 2 boards for $1.25 and 1 shelf for the same. I thought you could pass this along to use in your new wet shaving gear segment. Thanks, Jim. Well, I just passed it along, Jim. Thanks very much for including that little bit of info of the Dollar Tree shelves. Really, really do appreciate it. And thanks for the look at some really, really great vintage finds at antique stores. Yeah, folks, they're out there. Right place, right time. Jim's absolutely correct on that. You never know what you're going to find. When you walk into an antique store, look around. You might find a terrific, terrific razor or a shave soap or something else that will just be in wonderful condition at a really, really attractive price. Thanks again, Jim. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Jamie Horn had been sending me some information regarding a new razor from Parker, the 78R. And he wrote, hey, that new Parker 78R graphite is a grand shave. Wow. I expected no less from Parker. Yeah, looks like this is a brand new razor from Parker. I'll link it to Amazon where you can get it. Less than $30, less than $27, really. And comes in a graphite finish and a couple of other finishes. Looks really, really neat. The handle and the razor head design are unlike anything I've seen in a Parker razor, but it looks really, really neat. And Jamie has reported that it has just given him a wonderful, wonderful shave. So if you're interested in acquiring a new Parker razor, the 78R, from what I can see, is a new offering from them. So I'll link to it. Give it a look. It comes in a graphite finish and also a couple of other finishes. So really, really nice price point. It's a Parker razor. I really like the Parker razors. I think they deliver some really, really great shaves. We mentioned the Parker Semi-Slant earlier in the show, another great razor. But the handle on the 78R is unlike anything I've seen offered in a Parker razor. So that's what's really intriguing. And again, it looks very, very different for a Parker razor, but delivering a great shave. Hey, Jamie, thanks for the heads up on the Parker 78R. Really, really do appreciate it. And that's it for another new wet shaving gear segment. Thanks to everyone who contributed. Really, really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's get to some of these questions and comments. This comment comes from viewer Make Up Your Mindinator. And Make Up Your Mindinator writes, I watch a couple of shaving YouTubers and it's interesting to see everybody's different technique and style of shaving. Yes, I agree. I have learned a lot since starting this traditional wet shave journey. I've learned a lot from the audience, from viewers, from fellow wet shavers. Really, I think my technique has changed, evolved, improved, that sort of thing. And the other thing that I noticed that is really, really interesting is how a lot of wet shavers use the shaving brush. Some use the shaving brush in a variety of ways. Some really have a lot of. Some wet shavers offer a lot of finesse with it. They're able just to, they'll whip up a lather in a bowl and they'll just be able to paint on the lather in a really, really precise fashion. With me, I tend to over-lather over the ears, onto the lobes, that sort of thing. Some wet shavers are just able to paint it, get a really nice line here, and then after they get the lather, they make a nice straight line here with their finger, just a nice straight edge. Have you noticed that? That is really interesting to me as well. Not only do they have different techniques with the razor, but they also have different techniques with the shaving brush. Whether they face lather or they bowl lather. I've always found that interesting. And oh, by the way, this is the Simpson T3 Trafalgar synthetic shaving brush with the ebony handle from Mark Bagwell. Thank you again, Mark. Really do appreciate it. Another great, great brush. for face lathering, for bowl lathering, but it makes heaps of lather. And if you've seen me use it, yeah, I tend to I tend to over lather quite a bit. But yes, I think it's quite interesting to see some of the YouTubers out there, to watch their technique, to watch how they shave. A lot of them have mapped their beard so that they might start in, when they shave, they might start in shaving their neck first, which is actually, they're doing this, which is actually a with the grain pass. So that's really interesting to see. I really, really do enjoy watching the technique of other wet shavers out there. It is fascinating, and you learn quite a bit from watching other wet shavers, watching their technique, how they lather, how they use the safety razor. Really, really very, very fascinating. So I agree, make up your mindinator. It really is fascinating. And again, I can't thank the viewers enough for all your help, for all your suggestions, for all your recommendations, for all your tips and tricks. It has helped my technique enormously. And I think the next thing I'm going to work on really is improving my lathering technique and painting it on. One other thing I want to mention about the brush. I know that there are some wet shavers, when they actually use the shaving brush, rather than holding it down here, they hold it up here like this, and they get really, really precise with that knot. I have yet to try that, but I think your comment has really inspired me to perhaps start allowing my lathering technique to evolve a little more. And maybe I won't be over lathering my ears as much. I don't know. Do you do that? Are you very, very precise with your lathering? Or are you like me where you get it everywhere over there and just, then you'll just rinse it off later? That's kind of what I do. But great comment and great observation. Make up your mindinator. Really, really do appreciate it. Okay, this comment comes from a viewer with screen name Kulala Simba. And his name is actually Wojtek. And he writes, "Hello, I'm a beginner to wet shaving and I learn a lot from your videos." Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm at the stage of gathering the necessary things, and my question will be about these porcelain crucibles in which you present your favorite soaps. I mean Mitchell's and Tabac. Could you please write me what these dishes look like inside after taking out their soap inserts? Do they have any elements to facilitate the production of foam, or are they completely smooth inside? Best regards. Well, it's Wojtek, and he says this is a Polish first name and reads Wojtek. So thanks very much for that, Wojtek. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, Mitchell's and Tabac both are smooth on the inside. Okay, I'll show you Mitchell's right here. I'll pop that out. It's smooth on the inside. There are no ridges or anything like that. You're just putting the puck in there, making sure it's got enough moisture there, and then just loading the brush right there. What I do is I load the brush right there, and then I build a face lather with my brush right from the puck. There's nothing there to facilitate the building of a lather. It's completely smooth inside, and the same with Tabac, completely smooth on the inside, and I can't get that out because it's set in there pretty good. But what I do is with Tabac is I add hot water, and then I kind of let it set up a little bit, and I'm going through my pre-shave stage and that sort of thing. And then I'll dump that out, and then I'll get my damp brush, and then I'll just start loading up. And I wait till a lather starts building in there. Love this scent. Still wait till a lather starts building in there, and then I'll start doing a face lather. Or if there's enough lather in there, I'll paint it on. Usually I'm face lathering. So there's really nothing there to help build a lather other than the soap itself. And you don't really have to limit yourself to Tabac. Heck, I just recently reviewed a bay rum soap from a local soap company called Basic Soap Company. And this was also a local artisan that offered this shaving bowl, this ceramic shaving bowl. I just put it in there like that. And this was fairly smooth on the inside here. There might have been a little bit of maybe a little bit of roughness there, perhaps. But for the most part, it's smooth. But it was really mostly the soap that I was loading. Here's something else that you can use right here. I've got this particular mug right here. And, just this is nice and smooth on the inside, and you can just drop a puck in there. This is a goat's milk shave soap, also a local artisan that I've been meaning to review. I got to do that. But anyhow, the point is that this is smooth in there. You can just drop that in there and then go about building your lather there. You don't have to have anything to build resistance. I think what we're talking about here is a difference between bowl lathering and just face lathering. So that's how I face lather. If something is in a mug like this, I just load my brush like this until it starts getting nice and creamy on top of that soap puck, and then I start just lathering on my face. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. Also, if you want to, you don't really have to get something with, a ceramic bowl or anything like that. Just take it right out of the shave soap itself, which is why I like a lot of these artisan soaps from Phoenix Shaving, Sterling, Spearhead, Sudsy Soapery. A lot of these guys, a lot of them I will just, just put some hot water on there and just start building a lather, just start loading the brush rather right here, building a little bit of lather and then doing a face lather. So, there's that option there too. So it's all in what you want. Or you can do the classic way of doing it. Classic lathering is what I call it. You could just load your brush like this and then go to a lathering bowl that has a little bit of resistance to it, has some ridges, has something there to create a little more resistance, and then actually, take the soap that's been loaded on the brush and build it right in the lathering bowl, a lathering bowl that has some bumps, some ridges, that sort of thing on the inside to really help generate that lather. And then once that lather is generated, you can paint it on. Starry Night lathering bowl that was sent by Beth Jones, very generously sent by Beth Jones. That's been a wonderful, wonderful lathering bowl because of all those bumps on the inside. It does a wonderful, wonderful job of building a lather. So yeah, but these are smooth, and you're really, actually what you're doing is just loading the soap to the brush, loading the brush with the soap, and then maybe doing a face lather, or just loading it, getting it, working it up so much that it actually builds a lather right there from the soap. Tabac is wonderful. This is the original formula. This is not the reworked vegan formula. This is the tallow-based formula. It's fantastic. I can't speak to the new vegan formula. I have not tried it. Mitchell's Wool Fat. Where did I set that one? Where did I put that? Here it is right here. Mitchell's Wool Fat. This is a little more temperamental in building a lather. I'll be perfectly honest with you. A lot of wet shavers have this love-hate relationship with Mitchell's Wool Fat. They love it, but you really have to really kind of finesse it a little bit in order to get that lather. Tabac, in my opinion, is much easier for a beginner to build a lather with, as is any of these other artisan soaps. CK6, absolutely fantastic, wonderful lather for a beginner wet shaver. It just explodes off the brush. Really, really terrific stuff. Or any of the other artisans that I've mentioned on the channel. They all build fantastic, fantastic lathers. So I hope that helps, Wojtek. They're smooth on the inside, but the way the Tabac is, you really don't need the original formula. You really don't need any resistance. That soap just makes a great lather. For me, when I came back to the traditional wet shave, Tabac was an absolute game changer for me. This really took my wet shave to the next level. That's why I like it so much, because it just was boom, lather right off the bat. It was fantastic. Absolutely love Tabac, the original tallow-based formula, mind you. So if you can find the original tallow-based Tabac formula in your neck of the woods there in Poland, grab it, and use it. You will be rewarded with some really, really nice lathers. Believe me, love Tabac. I hope that helps, Wojtek. Thanks very much for the comment and the question. Really do appreciate it. Viewer William Meredith checked in with this comment, and this is something we've been talking about. Hello, Mark. I found a standard rubber stamp stand. It was just sitting on a shelf in an office at my job. I must have passed it 100 times and never noticed it. The young lady in the office thought I was joking when I asked if I could have it. She had no idea what it was. I took it home, and being a curious George, guess my age, I thought I might see if my razors would fit it as well. And yes, they did. So now I have a 3-razor, 3-brush stand. Wow, that's fantastic, William. Of course, this is something that was offered to us originally by viewer Jimmy V Photography. He found an old rubber stamp stand and modified it a little bit to hold his shaving brushes because he couldn't really find a stand to accommodate the different size handles of all his shaving brushes, and this rubber stamp stand did that. Well, William found one, and not only does it hold his shaving brushes, it also holds his razors. Wow, that is absolutely fantastic. And it also goes back to how we've been talking about repurposing some things that we have around the house and repurposing it and adapting it to the traditional wet shave. And this rubber stamp stand is an absolute wonderful, wonderful tip. Again, Jimmy V Photography, kudos to you for it. William, thanks very much for informing us that razors work on it as well. So thanks again, William, and thanks again, Jimmy V. Really, really do appreciate it. Well, that wraps up another Monday morning mailbag. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out all the great artisan soap makers that you see displayed on the bottom of the screen. They offer some great artisan shave soap and also offer some great shaving gear. So please give them a look. Also, visit my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/marks80, where you'll find all the products I review in this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.